everybody. Welcome back to All About the Mouse. This time we are going very literal, and the challenge is a picture of Donald from the Three Caballeros. I have pictures of us riding the Three Caballeros. I even have my Three Caballeros ears on, so it's very exciting. I'm going to use Scraps and Ink. This is an Etsy store. I highly recommend. They have acrylic uh, pieces for all kinds of different Disney things. This particular one, they have three Caballeros and a couple of the Mexican hats and even a Donald and Mickey. I probably will use a couple of these. And then I have already gotten out three Caballeros, one in green and in red. And then I'm using my leftovers from the Mexico paper for Say Cheese Epic. This is all I have left is the one cut apart. I'm going to cut these apart and use these on a yellow page because then I am going to use red, green, and white and my fringe scissors to make some fringe because that to me says pinatas or which says kind of the ride aesthetic. So hang with me. I'm going to put you on fast forward and we'll make this. Okay, so I am back. So the first thing I did is cut out the blocks for the page from this Simple Stories Epic collection. Highly recommend the Simple Stories different collections for the parks. There's Say Cheese Epic, Say Cheese Hollywood, Say Cheese, I think Tomorrow. I'm sure I'm missing some, but it's just Say Cheese Wild, which is for Animal Kingdom. And the Epic one has both the kind of things you expect at the front of Epcot and then all of the countries. So just because of the things that I do in Epcot, I've used a lot of Mexico already. I tend to go to the Mexican Pavilion. We tend to do Three Caballeros or Meet Donald Duck or those kinds of things a lot versus some of the other countries. So you'll see I don't have as much of the Mexican ephemera left, but I did make use of this paper. So I did a page with my mini album earlier that was when my girlfriend and I went for spring break and we drank around the world. So we had a drink in every country, and I used the 3x4 card that said the country name for every one of the countries. So I used every one of those pieces of paper to cut out the 3x4 card already. So I have for every country, I have basically, you know, three-fourths or more than that of the paper left. What is that? 8 nights? 8 nights of the paper left. So I've got quite a bit of the paper left, and I thought I would use that here. I also, because the piñatas are such a thing in the Mexican culture, I wanted to use this red, white, and green, which is the flag, the colors, and make with my French scissors and make the piñata. Now, for those of you that have watched a few videos in a row, yes, I'm on the same tape roll. Yes, it's still causing me problems. No, I haven't just taken it out yet. I keep thinking that I will get through it. Um, anyway, so I wanted to put the fringe on the bottom with this kind of a banner piece here from the cut apart paper. And that is what I do. And I love how it looked. I love those fringe scissors. It's one of those things where I don't get my fringe scissors out a lot. And this makes me want to get them out all the time. So I'm going to clean up that edge. I didn't put them down directly flat. If you have fringe scissors, you're probably like me and you haven't used them in a while, get them out, try them. It's just such an easy thing to do for such a big impact on a page. So super fun. Um, so that is kind of going to be the base of the page. I also got some ribbon. I just thought adding a little bit of black ribbon. It's black ribbon with a white zigzag design. I've had that in my collection for a while. So I thought I would use that and it would kind of just give a little bit of a break between the colors and kind of emphasize that section. This is another example of mainly paper to make a page. So I'm finding out where I want to put these. I'm going to put them over there. And then I believe I talked about in the beginning, the main embellishments on my page are going to be the acrylic pieces from Scrap and Inks. I will try to remember to link that below in my description, but it's a great kind of Disney-based Etsy store, and they have tons of acrylic pieces and other things that you can use and put on your pages. I did get the three Caballeros that I had already cut out. Now the letters, the A, the R, the B that had the internal little pieces, those just caused me all kinds of problems. But I also looked up how to spell Caballeros because I wasn't an idiot and knew I wouldn't be able to do it on the fly. So I did that pre-video just so that this wouldn't take 4 years. Now I'm trying to decide what else I want to do. First, I'm going to put the two little pieces. The hat, of course, goes right over that hat, over the Caballeros, which is super cute. Love that. I do use double-sided tape for these acrylics. Just as a reminder, acrylics don't do well with wet glue. You really need some hard tape. For some reason, acrylics and wet glue, it kind of creates like a little, I don't know, sticker that then peels off. So don't use wet glue on acrylics. Use some sort of either double-sided, or you can use your tape roller tape. Now, the last thing I wanted to do was add something right up in that space. So I thought I'd make a little banner. I'm going to get the banner material that is off of the back of the paper. I'm going to use the one cut apart that I have that's just sitting there. And then I'm going to go to the Epic sheet. I'm going to find the few kind of things I have left from the a Mexican pavilion and use that. And then I don't have anything on the sticker sheet that's Mexican except for like a taco, and that doesn't really work. But I do have the flag up there, so I am going to pull that flag and use that on the top and just cut that flag off of the banner. So that's what I end up using. This is the basics of my page. I'm going to come back in a second live and talk it through. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time on All About the Mouse. So I'm back. This page came together really fast, super fun. I kind of knew what I was going to do before I started, but I used the Say Epic paper to create this horizontal, and there's like one little sticker right there that anyway, we're going to use the tweezers. Get that off. Obviously this bothers me, but it's okay. I'm kind of get over it. Use uh, the icons from Scraps&ink and use those French scissors, and they are just so much fun. If you don't have some French scissors, find some French scissors. Love how this turned out. A little bit of ribbon, a little bit of black, easy, basically some cardstock and a few embellishments. And this is going to be one of my favorite pages. Thanks so much. I will see you next month when it's all about the mouse.